to the game.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis on kickoff just moments away. Charles quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
They'll send a receiver here, motion right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that throughout this game.
Second and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And right, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll take this down inside the 20. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
So here's a first and 10 now inside the 20. Dickerson try the right side. Fights him off. And they'll get him right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. And it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to throw the jab at him. How do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's go now. Broncos, go!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Quick completion here to Johnson. And the Lions are going to have to go. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And the throw and the catch were just fine. Against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback, and they're able to see the route develop.
Ready? 18.
Inside to Dickerson. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings out second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to jump a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Ready.
Now a give left side, it's Dickerson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Two straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. But this is third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score. They start first and 10.
Set. What's that?
Now Mayfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he bring it back. Interception. Touchdown. Well, that's what you get apparently when you try to take on a quarterback and play there to make the interception and also bring it back for six.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here he's just reading the quarterback's the entire way, makes a great play on the football and turns it into six.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And job one here, Charles, to keep possession of the football. Two drives, two turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is taking me for a doctor, but thank you, Dr. Davis. Looking to put a drive together.
What's that?
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, right back to Gibson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Nothing the score after one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number two. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
What's that?
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is met the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a third down at 8.
Sometimes your get challenged you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Mayfield looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting the quarterback.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field, Lions for their second overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times do we say this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just out running people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
They'll go right to the ground with Dickerson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move first down.
Ready? Viking 18. Go.
Gonna give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield. And down to 43. 45 yards rushing for him now on just carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, three first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up. They'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go. Bronco.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get inside the 30. 17 yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Dickerson on the handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down. He gets maybe 3.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw. It's Garoppolo. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he takes this one for a Lions touchdown. Eric Dickerson, a 22-yard touchdown. And the Lions want to extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. To throw Mayfield. Going right side here, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 30-35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando Studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our scores. We get going in quarter number 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. So good starting field position here as they come up first and 10 at their 38.
18 Cardinal.
They'll start this drive on the ground. And he'll manage to break and tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second and 7.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Set go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And that was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. Big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Here now, third and a yard.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
And again, they'll go right back to the fullback. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards there and first down.
3rd and 1. Who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. Hut.
Running it with Dickerson. And he'll be brought down a little shy of the 36. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Final minute now, the third quarter.
Ready. 60. Go.
A carry for Dickerson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Set. 19, Tiger.
Here's Eric Dickerson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding on to the football. They also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Right there.
They'll run now with Dickerson. And able to get him down. He's reached the 5. 11 more yards that go around a first down as well.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive is eating up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll try and run first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Eric Dickerson, his second touchdown of the night. As his guys are able to push that lead out further. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a victory, although no one will talk about that post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
From the 24 now, here's a second and 8. Mayfield now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Just two minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get your reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. calling a gain of three on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff to create a little space. They had to go with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they tried to go for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was a while ago.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
60. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it second and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a second and 9 now from the 29.
Set. 18 Cardinal. Check go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up third and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short and steady bursts.
Ready. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Finally holding down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that's Charles just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do the kick slide and try and get back into and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
The kick by Elliott is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And this was truly a total team effort on both sides of the ball.
They absolutely pitched a shutout, so can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you gotta like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field. First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field. Here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As we look at this matchup, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Every time there's something different to focus on, every time there's something different to focus on.
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? You've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Secondary.
You know me well, right? In a game like this, you know me well, right? In a game like this, can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays? Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs now for their first drive. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. Their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. Cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple snaps in the game right now because it leads to a couple snaps per game. How did he pull that off? We just sit back and ask yourself, can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's going to step up and run. Gain. A great start for this offense. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. A big message to a defense. He was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
The 37 on 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready, no!
Elway now off of play action. Elway now Lions pressure. He's brought down. Under the Lions pressure, he's brought down. Recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
The linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. The middle linebacker, how excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz? How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Shut up! I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check out.
Now Elway. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size, but still an effective gain after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Here's Elway.
18 Cardinal. 18.
Here's Elway. That one out wide and intercepted. That one out wide and intercepted. By Stephon Gilmore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Returning it for a pick 6. That was about the worst start you can ask for a pick 6. That was about the worst start you can ask for in this one because and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your short distance to prevent a touchdown. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown. Swinging in the next series. You better be ready to come out swinging.
Go on the next series in a great starting spot. Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. The shots grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago. Went to Eastern Illinois. Northern suburbs of Chicago went to Eastern Illinois.
When he's on schedule for that week, secondary when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take every snap. Because you've got to stay alert back there in every snap. Any level of the defense, on any given play. Any level of the defense, scouts preach any given play. Preparing for the NFL draft. That's why so many scouts preach arm strength to make every throw in the draft. He's an asset to have to make every throw in the books. He's an asset to have in any offense.
A gain of 3, second down. A gain of 3,
exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a win-win. But if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook, they're pretty close to staying open for the coordinator. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. The 24. And they'll be inside the 25 now. 7 yards there and a first down. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. That's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. They can run that play on any down. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Dickerson. On first down, as he manages Dickerson. 7 yards down to the 17. Good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Run there, now they can start to smell that end zone. Pretty effective run there, now they can start to smell that end zone.
Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. They'll keep it on the ground. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. No score after one on EA Sports. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. And it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. To convert that early turnover into points. A chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Come on, set.
A handoff as they run the counter play. A handoff as they run the counter play. Into the end zone for a touchdown. His way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown. Eric Dickerson. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game. And the Lions the lead here in this second quarter. As they take the lead here in this second quarter. There, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a China shop. Especially around the goal line like a bull in a China shop.
In any China shop, ever want to confront that bull in any China shop. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, like a safety blanket, isn't it? When let him power his way forward. Hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So that drive results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Near the 25, just a little pass there. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now is to go back out on the field. A calming drive, lets the defense relax a little bit. Keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit. Lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Losing yardage back at the 22. Unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line. Unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. Just trying to move him. He is so strong. Take one guy, two guys, trying to move him. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Now they'll look to move it forward. The drive lost 2nd and 14. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's complete. Lambert Smith. That's complete. About Lambert Smith. He is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. He is taken down rather rudely. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. Discourage those plays from being called. They want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Suh, one of the league's best best for a long time, getting a sack there. League's best for a long time,
was it
getting a
sack
there.
Protection? Did the running back not pick him up? Breakdown in protection?
Really
Did the running back not pick him up? It's just a great play made by the defense. Really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. 55 left to go in the first half of play. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got to stop in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the CD. They can grab an early stranglehold on this one. They can grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Where's the advantage? And that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Now for them, can you gain it? Finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. Finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Ready.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. On the tackle. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
Down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? And then the big finish with the tackle. Wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This a 2nd and 8. This a 2nd and 8.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Off the draw, it's Dickerson. Off the draw, it's Dickerson. Go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 8 yards there. That's a loss of 8 yards there.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? You see that celebration from him after that stop? Behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. He certainly made it a memorable one. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. On the bootleg. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Able to find this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made. This is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 25-yard line. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. 42-yard attempt. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that will do it for this first half. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Getting set to go on offense to start the Lions third. Getting set to go on offense to start the third. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready! Bronco 80! Ready! Bronco 80!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up to about the 29, he's able just shy of the 30. Forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards on the carry.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. Everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage. Because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to Dickerson here on second down. Back to Dickerson here on second down. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They will take over at the 29-yard line. That's you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing. They're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Garoppolo looks to throw. Garoppolo looks to throw. That is caught. That is caught. There he goes right side. There he goes right side. Detroit. Touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And I mean, when you hit it right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving to the receiver, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them. And the defense, they got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
Ball's out of his hands quickly. Everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly. Into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Elliott good with a PAT. Elliott makes our score 17-0. And that makes our score 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. So they only needed 3 plays on that touchdown for the Lions. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He juked him. Again with a juke. He juked him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Offense. They get their first reps of the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot, hot. Viking 18. Here we go. Here we go. Hot,
now Elway to throw.
Viking 18. Hot, hot.
Now Elway to throw. Lions pressure, he's brought down. And under the Lions pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive, because the momentum from the team's over to the defense. They're working together in tandem over to the defense. Offense gets in the end zone. Together in tandem now. With a big sack on the first play of the following drive. With a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Elway. That one completes him again. That one completes him again. There. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. As they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. It's Elway. From the gun, under pressure, and down he goes. Under pressure, and down he goes. Coming through on 3rd down. And the defense coming to bring up 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Someone's down 3 scores. We've seen this before. That situation down 3 scores. It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad.
It's just going to add to their growing frustrations.
3-score game, 3rd quarter. Number 3 right now. Not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline. Those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On the return, Johnson. On the return, Johnson. A big kick that time, 52 yards. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out winding down here in the third quarter. Now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. You're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. You're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. 4-minute football. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Wind it down. Take the clock out of the game a little bit. Keep advancing the ball down the field. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4. That O-line just dominated the D-line there.
That O-line just dominated the D-line because that D-line has a nose over the center. Because that D-line has a nose over the center. Over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
60 Eagle! 60 Eagle!
Right back to him on first down. Right back to him on first down there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Much had nowhere to go on that play.
The previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. The previous carry looked pretty good.
Maybe should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe
should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows? Second and 7, operating from the 34. Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Bronco, let's go now.
Snap comes in 1. Garoppolo. Snap comes in 1. Quick throw here, that's complete. And quick throw here, that's complete. The 15 he goes. And down inside the 15 that one good for 20 on the catch and run. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team. Back now at Ford Field. Back now at Ford Field. Holding on to the football, and they also have the lead. Lions holding on to the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. At the 14-yard line. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run the counter. Dickerson. They run the counter. Running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. As he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? The hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Got behind his pads, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, right up the gut. Pulled over a few people.
No reason to lighten up now. Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
60 Bison. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Back to Dickerson here on second down. Back to Dickerson here on second down. End zone touchdown. Into the end zone touchdown. Eric Dickerson with his second touchdown of the night. With his second touchdown of the night. Out their lead. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead.
This offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing down here near the goal line to get their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone. To get their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
On the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that quick end as he is belted at the end of that offensive unit back out on the field. Offensive unit these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own sustained drive going here. They can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 yards. And this is great work down here. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position. Right? You flip this down to string together a nice drive. They help themselves out. String together a nice drive.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. For a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
These guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. These guys on defense, multiple touchdowns. They shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way. And they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one. And they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Out of the gun, Elway. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Scoop and into the end zone. Scoop for the Detroit touchdown. Return for the Detroit touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz. They dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice to such an offensive guy like that. Big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah,
you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away. They're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive. The best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward.
With how lopsided this game has been, even one score. With how lopsided this game has been, even on the scoreboard, partner, might not do a lot of cosmetic. It's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here. It's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here. Give yourself some positive momentum in the next couple of days. To focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. He'll take this one up close to the 25-yard time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. It's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Motion. Reload.
Here's Elway to throw.
Reload.
Here's Elway to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And this is going to be intercepted. Antonio Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, Shaq. Ready. Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Dickerson. Up the middle they go. Get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. On the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And throughout this game, they have to be satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, what he's given them. Whenever they needed a guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. And keep picking up good yardage. Confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ready.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 1-yard loss. A lot of points have been scored in this game against them. A lot of points have been scored in this game against them.
Do you think
tally that one on the side of the defense?
Be a little bit of a changer for them? Possibly not a game changer, a little bit of a momentum. Maybe not a game changer, some pretty good plays. Maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage game, but no snap.
Yeah, and I'm sure the head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Asking the exact same thing. More time than actually was on the clock. Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And they are going to touchdown as they just added another touchdown as they just added
their tone situation down here in the red zone.
Get in a second and
I'd say
long
most
situation
defensive
down here
coaches
in the
would
red
think
zone.
pass. Let's bring
I'd say
some
most
pressure.
defensive coaches
So this
would
is kind
think
of a
pass.
tendency breaker here.
To hit him
So
with
this is
something
kind
on
of
the
a tendency
ground, and
breaker
he'll take
here.
it all the
To hit
way
him
into
with
the end
something on the
zone.
ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Scoring summary, and a long run there in the end to top it off. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
Now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. Now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. Find out where the game was really lost. You're going to go to the film. But this is not where the game was really going to make up for anything. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. This one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Through the shutout, Adam, I think they worked in concert together. Through the shutout, Adam, I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. Looking for in time of possession, and that helped out their defense. They were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that, you're out there fresh playing, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. A ton of spring in their step. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.